Your eyes are often strained. After those long days in front of the screen, you really notice there's too much tension there. And that's exactly why I have the right exercise that can relax the eyes. But how does this problem arise on the first place? The eyes are naturally designed to constantly adopt different angles, enabling them to look into the distance and focus on nearby objects. And as you may know, when we spend all day in front of the screen, we almost always look straight ahead and always at the same distance. And the eyes, the muscles that adjust them tend to freeze into a singular fixed position, moving around significantly less than they ideally should. And this movement is missing, and we basically compensate for it with the exercise. So you can relate a bit better. When was the last time you gazed up at the sky, observed airplanes flying, or looked far into the distance to see ships in the sea or the island across from the beach? These adjustments of the eyes are what we strive to mimic through our set of exercises. And the exercise for that is actually quite simple. Imagine having a clock in front of you, with a dial with all the numbers. And now look up at 12 as high as you possibly can. Now the muscles in the lower part of your eyes are being stretched. Then direct your gaze to the 6. After that, turn your focus to the 1. Always make sure to concentrate intensely so that there's ample movement, and on the 7. Then you look at the 2, and at 8 o'clock, always opposite, and at 3 o'clock, as far as possible, and at 9 o'clock, continue like this. Very good. Looking at the 4, and then on to the 10th. Just make sure to keep your head steady and concentrate on the 5. Perhaps you should hold your nose to ensure control and focus on the 11. And focus on the 6. And set focus on 12. And on to the 7th. And the first one. And on to number 8. And the 2. And on to the 9. And then on to number 3. And on the 10. Can be exhausting. Note that your muscles need to work, but that's good. And on the 4. And on the 11. And on the 5. And the last on the 12. And on the 6. And then open the window or look through it and try to focus on a point outside your apartment, your house, maybe a tree standing somewhere. The house across the street is usually a nice option. It should be far enough for the exercise to work. And then try hard to focus on that point. After that, take your finger and look closely at it as it slowly approaches your nose, and then move the finger gradually away from your nose, shifting your focus back to a greater distance again. Number 2, when adjusting your vision angle for distance, do so with care. If there's a tree in view, first focus on the top, then move to the trunk, the left branches, and finally back to your nose. Start again at your nose, follow your finger forward, and once again look into the distance. Focus as sharply as possible in the distance. Fixate firmly. Lastly, place your palms softly over your eyes, allowing a moment of relaxation, letting calmness fully settle in. How does it feel? Do this exercise daily whenever you feel the need. You'll soon notice its amazing effect. This exercise is so important, so save this video and also subscribe to the channel. Ensure not to forget to click on the bell so you won't miss out on any of these videos.